poly relationships.
In today's episode, polygamy.
Polygonot. Polygonot.
Saw a bunch of stuff online about that too. It's been an increase of women on there talking about some polygamy, all good until it's a woman with two dudes.
You goddamn right. Fuck you mean? Fuck out of here with that shit.
Fuck all of that.
Fuck all the bullshit.
Hi, you're listening to Boys to Blur.
Popular to contrary belief, I think polygamy is a horrible idea for anybody.
It really is.
Shit, a threesome is enough responsibility. I mean, a threesome for life?
Welcome back to Boys to Blur podcast. I'm here, your host, the one, the only, DJ Automator, here with your homeboy, Juju the God. Tell the people you said what up.
What up? It's Juju. What it do?
Oh, this nigga too smooth. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm finna put on the Seduction Sunday voice for y'all.
So, we just want to give a shout out to everybody who's making it through this crazy pandemic. We got some crazy topics for y'all today. Some topics that we left off on with some polygonauts. Please don't polygamy knots. Yeah, that's. But nah, we gonna kick this thing off right. We gonna just jump right into the shits. Nah, but first let's see how y'all doing. How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? We got a special edition today. We trying out some YouTube visionary today. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Because we had problems last time. But it's good to be back. It's a good feeling.
I almost forgot we were recording because I'm doing other stuff off screen that I'm
now
not
I'm
used to
have to
people
blur
seeing
that
me
shit
doing.
out because that's why I gave you the cup.
Right.
Because
so
we
we're
not advertising for them. This nigga here, boy.
Let me go ahead and set that down. Well, shoot, we took so long to set up. I finished my first drink.
Damn, you right.
Drinking and drinking and drinking.
How you been though, man? You been good?
Yeah, man. I've been making it, man. I feel like it's light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like it's good things ahead. I feel like even though cases are spiking, I feel like we handling it a lot better this time around. I'm pretty sure this week they're going to come to some terms to get a bill passed. That second check coming. Wedding in 54 days. It's everything just falling into motion, man.
It's a whole lot going on. Yeah, I done got hacked. I done got my teeth taken out. We done missed the whole pod week because of that. Man,
Dang.
my flight got canceled for the wedding.
Scratch that light at the end of the tunnel.
Man, you talking about you had all. I'm over here.
Clearly, we had very different weeks.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I DJ'd at your bridal, lost the whole speaker.
Man, yeah, that was tough.
I
that
mean,
was tough.
Man,
Moment of silence for the speaker.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we
really
back up
did a
in this
moment
bitch.
of-
Hell yeah, boy, my feelings is hurt.
I'm already knowing.
You know what I'm saying? I had just paid that speaker off. I ain't rich shit.
Oh man, that flavor is a lot better than the first one. That was piss water.
I definitely need that next stimulus so I can get the recop.
And I saw somebody posting online already talking about some, all my finance people. What are you spending your next stimulus on? Because, I like to be part of these finances groups to stay abreast of things, learn about new things. That's how I knew about this 10K before everybody else did, following all these finance forums and stuff. And it's the first time I really put a nigga answer. I was like, well, you know what? I saved the first one, invested most of it, and flipped it. This next one, blowing that whole thing in Vegas, boy.
Boy,
All
that's
12.
what's up. I feel you because I cannot.
And I'm probably going to put another 12 with it. I'm going to spend this one and the last one.
Yeah. Shit, I'm only taking 2 bands. That's it. That's all I'm taking. Well, I mean, what I'm going to spend it on, I might throw 100 on the stripper. I ain't never done that before. Want to see what that feel like.
Make sure you get it in all quarters.
Nigga, I'm throwing $10 at a time. What you mean?
Real
I'm going to
quick.
make her feel special.
Throwing rolls. Sending you bitches washing.
She going to be hurt, boy. She going to be hurting. Let me tell you.
It's going to be a long night.
So, polygamy. That's where you want to start, huh?
Yeah. First, I want to start with something I saw online, which, I mean, we probably should discuss polygamy a little more before we get into this part. But I found it very interesting because you usually, every time you see talks about polygamy, it's a man having 2 women, 2 wives, 2 girlfriends, whatever the case may be.
That's the traditional way. I mean, because it's based off of traditional ways of certain religions where the man had more than one wife. Well, typically he would have more than one wife is because he would take in someone who lost their husband or lost a certain family or whatever happened in he will help their situation out by marrying them so that they could live with him and he could take care of them. So, but times have changed. So,
yeah, I've seen a lot of posts going around where women were saying that polygamy's all good until it's a woman with 2 guys.
and that's always the case.
And I feel like polygamy is just wrong, period. Not because it's a bad thing, but because too much responsibility. It's too much responsibility.
You're damn right. So, polygamy, just in case some of you people don't understand what we're saying, the practice or custom of having more than one wife or husband
okay.
at the same time.
Hashtag
at the
equality.
Same damn time. At the same damn time. Featuring this bitch, 10-4.
First of all, one relationship is so much work. I mean, if people out there figured out a way to make it work, more power to you. But first of all, I heard that threesomes are a lot of work, because I wouldn't know.
Bro.
But that's just for a couple hours.
I heard
maybe.
threesomes are awkward, first off, because somebody didn't want to do it in the first place. It don't matter who it is. The other person is there to fuck the whole threesome up. They like the person in the class in the group that don't do all the work, wait till everything done, and then want to take credit for everything.
Because it's either one or two ways. It's either one, your girl is doing it for the dude to make him happy, or two, the girl just was trying to hit her best friend and this nigga in the way.
Damn. I felt like I had a
I've
moment
seen
like
both.
that
I feel like the
a
latter.
weekend ago, because somebody was, let me stop. Somebody come get her. I'm just saying though, but yeah, I could, and you know what though, it's becoming more of the norm. Like on Tinder, I'm single, so I see that very often where there's, two people together looking for a third partner, and they're like, hey, we're down, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, so you guys aren't happy together and you're trying to find a third. What makes you think this is going to be happy? Somebody's not happy in the situation that you're in now because you would need a third person.
You know what? And that's what I used to think. And in a lot of cases, that's probably still true. But I have seen some cases where genuinely, look, this
is it hitting that hard already?
Not to be named seltzer, since we filmed it and not showing labels. And stuff.
Goddamn.
The seltzer that shall not be named. Yeah, it's kicking in. But I've genuinely. See, here I go again. It's just something about me and genuinely.
You the smart one. Why?
Yeah, this is tough.
You better take that.
No, I can't take that.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
But yeah, genuinely, I've seen some couples that really just want that spontaneity, and that's it. Like, it's not that somebody was unhappy; they just really felt like doing something adventurous. I've seen it.
Okay, but
like swingers and whatnot, they don't always be unhappy.
Okay, but you got to look at it like you're trying to bring a third dynamic into the house, but you're only bringing them in the house because something sexual is lacking. So once you bring that third person into the house, now all the other dynamics that you didn't think about are about to be ruined. So whatever chemistry you two have created together on your own in the household, in your relationship on a regular basis of texting each other, making sure everybody's okay, calling, asking, being thoughtful. Now you have to include a third person to make sure that their well-being is okay. Because most of the time, sex, when it's emotional, is the best. Just regular random, some random sex. Yeah, it'd be one thing to brag about, like, yeah, I bang shorty, she was bad, blah, blah, blah. But ain't nothing like being emotional about somebody. It's a different feeling. It's just, it's a lot better. And that's usually what polygamy is looking for, someone to be part of the chemistry. But I
will say that extra connection definitely does add on top of, like, just say your normal one night stand. But also, that's not to say that a one night stand can't be a very nice beats of some sweet meats. That's
you're right. You're 100% right. But people who are looking for polygamy, polygamous relationships want them there consistently. They don't want just like a one night fling, because they often say it. They say we're looking for a third person to connect with. They say it just like that. They never say, oh, we just want you for the sexual aspect. They want the whole full. Because that's the only.
I've known a couple personally.
Because that ain't gonna work.
Vegas.
It just ain't gonna work.
And they like to go to this place called the Green Door, is where you could just go to pick up somebody for the day, and they was maybe that's probably not the norm. I would agree with you on there, but I'm saying I've met some people that fall outside of that spectrum, where they just like, yeah, we finna tag team somebody tonight. Yeah. So I don't know. But let me just start by saying this: my biggest dilemma is it's hard enough to feed one woman. You know how hard it'll be to figure out how to feed two women? Y'all never get anything done. We never eat.
Boy, we be fit in shape.
Man,
I'm down for that. We will be fit and in shape. I am down for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be alone because I'd be somewhere eating a burrito bowl while they fighting over if they trying to get Harold's Chicken or go to Hibachi. Like you'll never get anything done.
I feel you.
Shout out to Harold's Chicken.
With the mouse sauce. 10-4 with the mouse
but yeah, that's
sauce.
just, I think that's a very interesting topic. And again, I'll say for the people that have worked out that situation, more power to you. But the people that I have known that had that situation, it don't never last. Okay.
Yo.
New song we got to discuss.
A lot of new music out, but before we get to WAP, because that's what they really be looking for in the polygamy relationships. Anyways, that WAP. I don't care what nobody say.
I don't even. What does WAP stand for? Is that like the sound,
Lord, bro?
Kind of like FAP.
Fam,
you know how to handle that.
Fam, WAP stands for wet ass pussy.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's what it means. Wet ass pussy. It's featuring Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. But before we get to them,
I like that acronym.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That WAP. I like that.
Song's trash.
What?
Video was fire.
Are you? Whoa! Hold on a second, bro. Fam, are you serious?
You like the song?
Yes, I love that shit.
Really?
You don't.
I like how they put the little mix on the some hoes in this house from Players Club. When a girl came out, that's the only place that I know that song from. But yeah, the rest the verses I wasn't here for it.
Damn.
Definitely was here for the video though. Except like Kylie Jenner felt so out of place.
That's who that was in there? I couldn't figure out who that was.
My girl was telling me too who the other people were. I didn't know who them people was. But there was a lot of people that was popping in at the end, and I was a little confused. I'm like, so are they getting cameos in the video because they're like known hoes, or like I'm like, they should have had everybody from Basketball Wives in the video then.
All right. Okay, so
so we about to do a breakdown.
No. We ain't gonna do a whole breakdown. I'm just saying though, but like, fam, beat it up, nigga. Catch a charge, extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card.
Oh,
so and you saying this song trash? Come on, man. Meg Thee Stallion killed that shit.
Well, it was
Come on, man.
Well, there wasn't no talent involved in none of that,
Bruh. That's wild, man.
And Megan's was okay. Cardi's was definitely trash.
Oh my God. You like the 11th person who keeps saying that.
Big Mac truck in this little
What?
garage.
Fam, that's fire.
And she sounded like DMX. I'm not here for it.
Fam, come on, man. Fam, Cardi B got the best female delivery, period. Look, Meg Thee Stallion is a real rapper. She is cold, but dude.
Okay, Cardi got decent delivery in other songs, not in this one.
But she an entertainer. What y'all
She is an entertainer. That's why the video was fire.
So what y'all expect this to be? Like her to be on some, Don't Believe the Hype, some, Flavor Flav, them, Public Enemy #1 and NWA.
No, do what she do.
That's what she doing.
I'm just saying that it didn't sound good. She got other songs that are also trash bars, but it sounded good.
Bruh.
Her verses barely came together.
I'm sorry. When she said, beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Come on, bro. That's cold.
And then the line after, that's what I'm saying. They don't go together.
Yes, they do.
Okay, beat it up, catch a charge is cool. But after that, extra large, extra hard.
Yeah, okay. Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face, swipe your nose like a credit card.
All right, the most trash haiku I've ever heard.
Oh my God. This nigga here. This nigga here. Oh my God. Okay, let's read Megan's. Okay, because her delivery just makes shit sound better. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. Quick, jump out for it, you let me get inside of me. I tell him where to put it and never tell him where I'm about to be. I run down him before I have a nigga running me. Fam, nothing is lyrical about that. Them just rhymes. That's it. Them all rhymes. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a car while you ride that dick. You really ain't never got to fuck him for a thing. He already made up his mind before he came. Fam, her first verse is not as good as Cardi's verse. It's not.
So neither one of them do nothing for me.
Oh, here you go. you just a hater. You just a hater.
Maybe I am, because I'm just not feeling it. Come on,
man.
Like, I know the type of song this is. It's not meant to have substance. I get that.
Like, girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. The Laffy Shaffy.
That's a bop, though, even though it's still trash.
It's a bop, too.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one.
Damn.
I'm going to have to disagree.
Oh, damn.
It just, how the song meshed, okay.
I'm not going to let it play for obvious reasons. Right. Still, though, come on, man. All right, fuck it, damn. Fuck it.
Oh, my God, came together, man. I don't.
We out for it. We out for it.
So you got some other stuff?
I do. Fam, Tiana Taylor has been fucking killing it. Please tell me you've been hearing some of her shit.
I have heard this. Yeah, my girl really likes Tiana Taylor. Now, a lot of her stuff slaps.
I mean, she got some bankers out right now. Fam, this shit's so smooth.
I don't think I heard this one. I'm gonna have to run this off pod.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Fam, she has came up at, like she was on the Pull Up, which is one of Joe Budden's entities where he kind of like interviews artists or writers or whatever, and they just have a sit down and they talk. And so basically, her last album was so short, it was like a 90-second commercial, and she was like, "No, the company fucked my whole album up." She's like, "Best believe my next album is ready, and I'm coming with it. I'm coming hard." And I thought she was just talking shit, but when this shit came out, boy, I was like, "Dang!"
Right. Speaking of Polly, I heard something about her and her dude
she be role playing
chasing down women from time to time.
She be role playing.
Okay, proud of them.
Showing up to the hotel like she a stranger and shit when he be on the road. He ain't on the road now. That nigga ain't. But man, it's a whole different story there. But yeah, that's wild, man. But dude, she got it, bro. Like, you got to check out her whole album. It's banging. It's a lot of people right now that's killing the scene, especially her. Her got some new shit out right now that's banging.
Okay. Definitely all artists that I like.
She had did that I Can't Breathe remix. That shit was pretty fire.
Oh.
Yeah, she murdered that shit. That shit was a fucking amazing. Like, I don't even know.
That one song, "Due to Me," I got that on my stuff. I heard that on a little R&B playlist I be playing on Spotify sometimes. That's also how I find new music, when they do the little, this playlist was built for you depending on what you listen to.
Oh yeah, I love that shit. That shit be banging.
Yeah, that's how I started listening to Kehlani.
Kehlani got some hits too right now.
Boy, I was listening to the one song she got, "Can I?" Like, it said, "Come inside me, I'm a keeper." I said, whoa.
She nasty.
Very.
She nasty.
And she made it sound sweet.
Oh, yeah. All right, we back.
We back.
I
say we got a we back timer out here.
Hey, it is what it is. So, speaking of songs and craziness of unjust behaviors, let's talk a little bit about some unjust bills on the gender roles.
Since we're touching on relationship stuff here. So let's kick this one off with some of the stuff that I see, because that's what makes me kind of want to discuss these topics until, you listeners decide to provide us with some stuff that y'all want to hear. What I see on Facebook and different things, like I know everybody sees the memes. It's like XYZ got their check of $1,600 and they give their partner $1,500. What are they? And then depending on the gender, they're like, she's a fool, or he's a fool, or he's stupid, she's stupid, stuff like that. So, and then, I've seen different things from all spectrums. I heard, people say it makes sense to go 50-50 because, our generation's about equality and all these different things. And then I heard, people on the other side where it's like men are like, if I'm paying 100%, like, that's just another kid. I don't need no more kids. I can take care of it. Like, I could just be by myself at that point if you're not contributing nothing. And I've heard the same thing from women where it's like, well, if I'm paying rent, you a roommate. So in all of those different ideals, where do you stand?
Damn, that's a lot. You just hold on. First off,
I did unload a lot there.
Just sit there and unfold the briefcase on me like that, and then just expect me to just be like, "Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta." No, nigga.
Right, come right back with the fire.
Okay, so first off, let's start real basic. I'm gonna start off with how the world in the United States of America, from where I grew up, I know about other religions and other countries and continents, how they run stuff. But here in America, traditionally, the man was the breadwinner. He paid the bills, period.
And that's in a lot of them.
That has not changed a lot at all. The only thing has changed is, nigga, I'm going to do what the fuck I want. You still going to pay these bills. I'm going to cheat with 5 other niggas and you still going to pay these bills.
It's all about equality till it's time to pay some bills.
You Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, nigga. You go see her on Saturday. You gonna pay these bills. I am not gonna pay a goddamn thing. I'm not gonna clean. I'm not gonna cook. I know I'm sounding real misogynist here, but
very.
I just believe that there should be participation in the house on all sides, on all fronts. Honestly, I stand on the point where if both couples are making under $100,000, that both sides should participate regardless.
Yeah.
And that's just
it depends on the situation. So that's why we want to look at it from an average lens. Because, of course, if it's like the man is making $160K a year and then the woman got a part-time job at some grocery store making $10 an hour.
Right.
And,
that's why I said if
she probably making $19,000 a year.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If both parties are making under $100,000, no matter what you're making, both should participate because it's going to make everything easier on the forefront.
Yeah. But
I unfortunately have to agree with the breadwinners who make above 150K because most people who make above 150K typically don't live outside their means, and the breadwinner can take care of all the bills. So honestly, the only reason why I agree with that is because if the other person doesn't have to worry about stressing about, paying their portion, there's a situation where there's room for you guys to focus on each other to grow instead of there being a financial burden in front of you all the time.
So should the 150K person be the breadwinner that pays more no matter what the gender?
Exactly. So if it's the female, if the woman, because people hate when I say that shit, I don't mean nothing malicious about it. I'm just saying that if I don't know a woman personally, that's just what I say. And I don't mean that she's a bitch. I don't mean she's low. I mean, I don't know who she is. I'm just identifying her as her species.
Right.
Anyway, moving along. If the woman makes more than 150,000, yes, she should pay more. she should pay all the bills. If the man makes $150,000, he should pay all the bills. But if both couples make over, now that's crazy, because who pays the bills then if both make over 150? And I believe that's something you guys will have to sit down at the table and talk about, because
and I would say then it just goes back to equality. I think that it should be equal no matter how much you make, as long as it's within a certain margin of error. Let's say like about 10K, whether if you both making, 25 and 32 or 150 and 156, like I think around a margin of 10K, if you guys are that close, it should be equal. Once it starts getting outside of that, then maybe you need to sit down and divvy certain stuff up. But like you said, even if it's that 10K, once you get over 150, it should probably still be about equal, because even if one of you is making 150 and the other's making 180, like, you're not finna to be in the house with me making 150 and just picking up the utilities. That's dead.
But it's not gonna feel like anything that's leaving an account
unless we have specific goals to where.
Okay, because if you live in an average, okay, first off, $150,000 a year. You live in a regular house with a regular mortgage. No crazy home or whatever, no crazy cars. Your bills usually don't go over $1,800 a month. I'm sorry.
But if you have that much more liquidity, people generally start moving up a little bit more. Like, if you're making 50K, you're probably only going to try to look at a house that's going to be under like 75K. But if you're getting up to that amount, you probably want to start looking at a house that's 200,
but like I said, most people who make 150 usually don't buy shit out of their means. It's the people who are on their own and they make over 150, they go for the big house like dummies. Mm-hmm. But usually people who are together who make over 150 do not usually spend above their means. I'm not saying that's everybody, but I'm just saying most of the people I know personally who make over 150 don't live outside of their means. They get a decent house, enough to manage everything, enough to still send their kids to school. So usually bills aren't high. I mean, what bills are you going to accumulate besides debt over time for loans for your kids or a car or something like that?
Yeah, but first of all, I can't really super speak to it because I probably only I could probably count on my hand how many people, or even couples for that matter, that make over 150K. Like whether it's single people or couples, I probably know maybe 5 people.
I know about 60.
Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I need to change my circle.
But what it is though is I'm not around the people as much now.
Well, you know what? I know those people not personally, so I don't know how they spend their bills.
I've been invited to the house. We've drank wine together.
Yeah, no, I don't know none of them.
I mean, I know them on first name basis. If I wanted to call them right now, I could call them.
Yeah.
But the thing is usually these people that make over 150 usually make way more than that. And they still don't live above their means because they are concerned about college. They are concerned about cars for their kids so that their kids don't have to focus on nothing but school. So, as far as
that's why I say with a purpose.
So I don't disagree with you at all on none of that. But I do disagree with these ratchet ass motherfuckers who be out here saying that the man should pay everything, because in a typical home in America, ain't nobody usually making over 100. So that's usually most of us are making 80,000 and less.
Yeah.
So most
of the people I know are in the 25 to 45 category.
Because here's the thing, and this is going to piss a lot of women off. If you're going to say the man has to pay, then you have to play.
Yeah.
It cannot be uneven. You have to do something to equate for him paying the bills. Don't give him shit and give him credit for paying the bills, because you're not going to step up the plate and do it, because that means that you don't want to be equal if you're saying the man has to pay the bills. Mm-hmm. So it should definitely be split. You want to be
taken care of.
Exactly.
So now you have things to take care of, which starts to slip into, that's the problem. People try to hang on to certain things from old tradition while trying to apply it to our generation. Like, you want the man to pay all the bills, like it's still the baby boomers generation, but you don't want to be at the house and make sure the whole house is taken care of, make sure the kids are tended to, make sure you're not going out every weekend shaking your ass, and making sure that dinner's ready when he comes home and he got
all
the
of
big
that is
piece of chicken.
misogyny. They say we're
It is.
misogynistic when we say that, though.
Mhm.
They say if you're asking for all of this and you don't want to do nothing yourself, you're going to say, well, wait a minute now. Then that means that this roommate you talk about, that you're saying if you pay bills, you're a roommate now. That means that we need to break some barriers here. You're stuck on some traditions or you're full of shit. So which one is it going to be? Is it going to be equality or tradition?
Yeah. And to touch on the other side, because I understand women on this too, they're like, well, you know, if you want me to pay half, don't expect me to still be like the 100% healer and person taking care of the house. Like, I also don't expect a woman to take on half the bills,
no, yeah.
and then you do 100% of the raising the kids, the cleaning, and the dishes.
See, first off, I believe
So man got to step up there too.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was about to touch on. If the woman is definitely in the house as much as you are, and you guys are able to be in a situation where you're home enough to participate, you need to participate, nigga. Don't come home and sit your ass on the couch in front of the TV, think you finna watch YouTube or Power or whatever the fuck
And
you
just
watch.
get your plate in your lap.
No, nigga,
eat.
no. You need to go sit down with them damn kids, help them with their homework, nigga. Take out the trash. You need to cook some meals every other day. You need to clean
and then
up.
when you're not cooking, you need to hit the dishes afterwards, and vice versa.
Definitely fix some shit around the house. You need to make sure everything is taken care of, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Whatever time you have as the lady of the house, you got to do the same thing. So that means that y'all have to sit down together and figure out times to come together, because kids need both their parents these days anyway. So you have to find a way to make sure that that's equal parts, period. All this old, scamming out nigga type shit. Like, fam, that shit's not real. Them just music videos. In real life, that doesn't really not how it happens.
Man.
Especially today in 2020, niggas are already hurting during this pandemic. So, and a lot of y'all at home and y'all fighting a lot because y'all never worked this stuff out before. And now y'all sitting here struggling, trying to figure out who gonna take care of the kids for the day while somebody get to go out the house for a change. And y'all can't figure it out because y'all stuck on tradition with today's, economy and the fuckery. I'm not gonna give it I'm not gonna sit here and give it no proper names, but basically this fuckery of where the nigga just gonna spend it, period. Like the woman is just a trophy. No, I'm sorry, she's not. There's a lot of men out here that are prized. It's a lot of winners out here that are men that's not getting their props. They doing what they supposed to do. They actually want to be safe. I hate to say it. I'm gonna say it for the men. I'm gonna speak up. They want to be safe. They don't want to be out here playing and shit. It's usually the woman. You know what's crazy? I was walking past my stepfather's room earlier today, and he was watching sharks, and it was like the woman shark is in heat and mating ready, but the male sharks are much smaller, and they have to bite on her to get her attention, and she see who she wants, and then another male shark comes up and bites on the other side. And then the narrator goes and says, no need to worry because she has thick skin. So she can play for whoever she wants. So when you think about it, at the end of the day, men are the ones out here always scraping for the woman. The woman just be out here playing games. And they always say, oh, if he ain't doing this or he ain't on that. And that's them playing games. It's like, fam, what do you mean if it ain't this way, you don't want it? That man wants it that way. You really don't want him. You're just baiting him, and he wants to feel secure.
Yeah, I mean, because that exists on both sides. It's like the man wants to be secure, she wants to be secure as well. Because I know a lot of them personally. It's a lot of fuckboys out here, and it's a lot of people that have dealt with fuckboys, and you got to throw up that wall.
Let me explain the fuckboy attitude, because I was a fuckboy for a while.
Dang,
for like 10 years straight.
Dang, that's a little longer than a while.
Nobody be asking you all them questions. How long and shit.
All right, speak on it.
So
we appreciate your honesty, by the way.
You become a fuckboy not because you were scorned, not because you're spiteful. It's because you don't want your heart broken. Women can bounce back much faster than men can. They are sharks for real. They're killers, bro. They ain't got no neck to look back. They don't give a fuck. They don't, bro. Like, you can see them all week posting prayer hands and, these text messages that they found, and, these little texts that say, on the 4th, you will be blessed and you will do this in thy name and you shall prosper and be fruitful. Stay away from all negativity. And next thing you know, you see them in a stripper outfit the next day with 30 niggas around them, and they got their choice of the litter.
It sound good. I done known some fuckboys since birth.
But, and people taught them to be fuckboys for a reason, because men don't have the same ego. We talked about it before. Don't have the same ego as women do. Women can, they could, I'm not going to just, I'm not going to do them like that, but because they're wonderful creatures. They're beautiful. I love them, but they can bounce back way harder. They could be a fuck girl way harder than the man ever could be. The man only does this because he's trying to fuck and leave, because he still wants to touch and hold. He secretly wants to love. So he stays a fuck boy, like you said, keeping his walls up so that he doesn't get attached. And once, he done and he feel like you getting close, then he leave. That's why he's a fuck boy.
A lot of fuck boys I know won't get attached to the person they fucking over, but then they'll be using all of her shit to go get attached to whoever they got on the side. Because I know niggas who, they with a girl.
But see, that's a different type of fuck boy.
It is. That's what I say. It's multiple types. We can't put them all in one category, because a lot of the ones I know, they drop you off at work.
Them the niggas that
take your car.
Females hate because they acting like
worse.
They acting the role. Them are called players. They're not called fuck boys. Let's get this straight.
I feel like a player is a subcategory of a fuck boy.
What do you mean? What do you mean? No. Players, because it's in the name. I'm playing you so I can get something out of it.
Yeah, playing you for what I want.
Fuckboy don't want nothing out of it but sex.
I disagree. I think that is a fuckboy, but not all fuckboys.
They're players. Don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Right. I'm just saying, I agree with you that is a player, but I don't think that a player is exclusive from being a fuckboy. I think there can be some overlap.
They could definitely some overlaps for sure. I won't disagree with you there. But if you want to separate them, the fuckboy here's the major difference between a fuckboy and a player.
Mm-hmm. A player will play you. A lot of times the fuckboy will be the one that won't let you know that they playing you. But sometimes a player won't do that either, though. But because a lot of times you hear about the dude that they be like, you know what? He let me know from the jump that he just wanted some ass. That sounds like the player to me. The fuckboy be the one that's going to string you along.
No, players play to get what they want. Fuckboys don't give a fuck. The difference between because see, some people don't know that they players. They think they fuckboys or they identify as fuckboys, but they're not. Fuckboys.
First time I heard that.
Let me make this clear. Fuckboys go in with the intentions not to hurt you. Players don't give a fuck if you get hurt. That's why you think there's an overlap.
Wait. So you feel like fuckboys go in with the intention not to hurt the woman?
Because they trying not to get hurt themselves. Players are going to... Listen, hold on. Hear me out.
I'm hearing you.
Players are going to do whatever it takes to get what they want. So if they have to lie to pretend to love you, they're going to say it. A fuckboy is not going to say, I love you. A fuckboy is not going to pretend to care at all. And the minute you show feelings, that fuckboy is gone. A player, on the other hand, is going to stick around and pretend. Fuckboys don't. True fuckboys.
There's some players that take care of their bottom bitch now.
Hey, now you're talking about pimps. That's how I check. Bottom bitch.
That's a whole different category.
Whole other category there, man. I'm just saying though, but I'm just saying like based off today's category, fuckboy versus the old school player, because I knew a lot of players who lied all the time. Fuckboys don't lie. They just straight up tell you how they feel. They're like, nah, shorty, it ain't that. It ain't never that if you don't get your ass on. They talk shit because but the problem with fuckboys is that they're vulnerable. Players are not vulnerable. They tip to this shit. They hip. They go in strong. They not getting their heart broken. They know how to play the roles. They see that shark a mile away. The fuckboy don't. The fuckboy think he getting away with shit, and halftime he don't. But when he finally figured out, that's when he leave. He like, nah, I ain't signed up for this. That's my opinion on today's fuckboy versus the player. Because the player, like I said, he playing the game to get what he want.
I feel like at this point we're talking about COVID-18 versus 19. Like, it's so similar. It's hard to differentiate.
Yo, you got a point there.
That is interesting. But to circle back before we end on the topic, I just want to give my stance. I feel like in my relationship, our equality through paying bills works very well. I feel like the reason it works, because that's the only way you can really have true fairness, is because we both contribute in all aspects. And then I could see, like, there are going to be times where I pick up more. Like, let's say when it's time to have a baby. You know, a woman had to take maternity leave. You know, who knows what's going to happen with the funds. That should be when it's time for a man to pick up. Or just like if anything was to happen where, you know, I was to randomly lose my income, I will also expect her to help out and pick up where she can when she will. That's just all part of being in a relationship. Then I also see when we're talking about people having more money, you know, if we both making that $150K, I could understand somebody else putting their money towards something else, but it still needs to be towards something constructive. Like, we're going to be using your money then to work on our business ventures, to work on our investments, to do other things. Like, I'm not going to, even if we both making $150K, I'm not putting 75% of my income towards all the bills to have 25% to play with, and you taking 100% to buy anything and everything your heart desires, and you good.
But what if she's spending that on you? Then what?
Still no. I can see if you spending some of it on me, okay.
No. She's no.
But at that point, it's irresponsible.
Her money why? Her money is y'all spending money. All your extra. So look. All your
still mostly be her.
All your money go to bills, right? Which ain't a fraction of what you make. First off, it's really not.
It depends, because if I'm making that much, we want like a 50 to 500K house.
You got, but see, that's what I mean. See, most people who make that don't live outside their means, but that's you. I'm
talking about my situation specifically.
So, but most people, if you come to like a certain solution, man, I believe honestly you can figure it out. Where you spending maybe $20,000 a year on bills total on everything, and you got you probably have $100,000 in the bank at the end of the year because you ain't spending none of your money. At the end of the year, you got $100,000 in your bank. Your girl, your wife, your whoever you want to call it these days, your husband. They got, 150 just for y'all to blow on whatever.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
So at the end of the day, man, it's like if the partner is working it out that way, y'all ain't got nothing to stress about financially, period. Mm-hmm. So that money could be used for your business adventures, her money, whatever, his money, whatever you want to use it on, it's there. You have it. Because last time I checked, if you make $10,000 to $15,000 a month, I'm sure you can manage to do something okay with that.
Yeah, and that's where it comes down to the couple, too. It all matters what works for you. If you can find somebody that's going to pay 100% and let you blow the bag on whatever you want, hey, more power to you. But what works for us, we do the 50-50, and then I pick up the little things and still make her feel like a woman, still feel that security. We definitely still go on date nights, booking hotels and a lot of stuff. A lot of that I'll just pick up on my own. Just so, she can still feel taken care of and feel that security, but we still handle business. But
you got to be careful with that, because some women don't want to feel that way. You have to know your partner, your spouse, and saying that can always make you borderline misogynist.
Well, she likes that, and I definitely don't have no problem when she ready to pick up the check.
But that's your situation. I'm just saying in general for most people. So if anybody out here listening for advice, don't. Stupid as hell. we not the fact boys here. We don't know it all. But what I'm saying is, in general, make sure you know your partner. Take the time to get to know your partner and know how they want to be received. Because a lot of people out here thinking that traditionally that the other person wants to be taken care of, and they might look at you funny because they did not expect to be taken care of. They might have wanted to take care of you. You don't know.
Because there are a lot of people out there that are super independent, especially women in this day and age.
Fuck the independent part. Let's get off of that. I hate when people say that.
All right,
what I mean is...
You can't just brush past that.
No,
what do you hate about saying
I have to, because independent means solo. Independent means by your fucking self. If you live in a house together, you're not fucking independent.
No, I'm saying people are used to being independent.
Exactly.
Like when you starting out.
Right, exactly. I just don't want to empower nobody who be like... Oh, independence. No, fuck that and fuck you. Let me tell you why.
Well,
because
Webby
independence, I don't give a shit how they feel. Because at the end of the day, once you decide to be with someone else, you're no longer independent. And that don't mean that someone else has to take care of you. It means that when it comes to knowing your partner, you're no longer independent. You need to know who they are, how they like to receive things. Because if you're trying to present something to the other person and they don't want it, you're fucking up. And if you're trying to be independent, you're not compromising, you're fucking up. You need to figure out what the fuck it is that you want when you get into a relationship. Everybody just believes that independent means that you can no longer defend for yourself. No, that is not, what we're trying to say. What I'm trying to say is basically, when you're in a relationship, you need to figure out how you can support each other mentally. Because at the end of the day, if you're thinking that because someone's trying to show you love and their love language is to give you something, or show service, and you decline it, you're declining their love.
Get you sounding like a real therapist, something about love languages.
I'm just saying, though, because a lot of people get that confused. They be thinking like, nah, I don't want that shit. Girl, he tried to give me this. I can buy my own shit. And they not understanding that. And vice versa, the man, too. Like, this bitch thinks she's just going to buy my car. I could buy my own car. I make $200 a year. I make $300, and I'm a millionaire. I could buy whatever I want. No. That person's trying to show their appreciation for you, and you're not accepting it. So you are literally declining their love.
So how did you feel the first time somebody offered to pick up the check?
I felt terrific.
You didn't even think about it. You was like, oh yeah, that was nice.
Okay, so
I'm not gonna lie, I like it too.
I am a bit traditional, only in a sense if I invite you somewhere.
Yeah,
I expect to pay.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga way is, come on, man, come on, hang out, but you got to pay yourself. That's some bullshit. Don't invite me then. I'm not saying I'm trying to have a free handout. It's just that if I tell you, hey, let's hang out, let's go somewhere, 9 out of 10 times I'm going to pay for it. Or I'm going to say up front, hey, listen, this is how much stuff costs. We're all probably going to end up splitting this. So you come in the situation knowing what to expect versus just, oh, damn, nigga, I'm stuck with the bill. Now, if a girl asks me out, or a woman or a female, whatever you guys prefer, I'd rather her be a lady.
Let me just clarify something real quick before we go into that. Are you just speaking in the terms of a man going out with a woman, or just
anybody? It don't matter what relationship. I just believe at the end of the day, if someone says, hey, let me take you out.
Oh, okay, that's different. I thought you were saying if like the homies hit you up and be like, we going to strip club tonight. And you like, nigga, give me 101.
Nah. I'm saying as far as intimacy goes, where borderline, basically, people expect certain people to pay. I feel like the person who asked the other person out, then if it needs to be a conversation needs to be held, as you're the receiver, you feel like you should say something right then and there because you don't want to feel like, oh, quid pro quo, like, nigga, do I owe you something because you took me out? That's the point where you can say, right. I don't feel comfortable. Is it okay if we split the bill? Say that at the beginning. Don't wait till the bill come, because now the person who asked you out is going to feel awkward because now they were trying to express themselves. Now they're going to feel silly.
I got you.
So at the end of the day, no matter what sex is, I just believe that you should definitely say, or whoever says, let me take you out, should definitely pay, period.
Because I was about to say, well, when we celebrate my birthday this weekend, you might want to bring about 100.
No, I already understood that. we niggas, I already understood that. Yeah, for sure. Hey, so before we go into this last little break here, you know what I'm saying, we gonna hop down and talk about some super hot fire.
Super hot fire.
About how this sex and porn is I didn't know well. It is what it is. Y'all already know.
These side effects, boy.
You know.
Ooh, another glass of piss water. I gotta piss soon. Oh. Okay. Sunday night slow jams.
I can't even play that, man. That nigga fucked up, bro. But
Man.
anyway, you know what time it is, man.
We out here. So I've been getting into vinyl lately.
Really?
Yeah, well, one of the gifts I put on our registry, because I'm like, you know what, I like my granny used to play records all the time. And I'm like, you know what, I want to have a few records that I could throw on from time to time just for a different vibe, you know, hook it up to some speakers or something.
Well,
So, hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I got a vibe for you.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, I'm about to go ride down Lake Shore to this. Okay.
Hey.
Oh, okay. This is a nice add-in.
Anyway, that was spur in the moment. I did not have that planned.
Throwbacks. That was nice though.
Man, so you wanna lead this last topic off, man?
Yeah, man. We kind of talked about it here and there, but never in depth. Especially for all the young men out there. That's a lot of people's first experiences. You know, the badass kids. You talking to your friends and stuff. Back in the day, it used to be when we were kids, magazines. Mothers would have the magazines under the bed, or you go catch your father magazine under the pile or something like that. That was the most porn people knew until we first got our first computers and had that dial-up internet, which still wasn't doing us much justice. But in this day and age, porn is everywhere. You could either you watching it on late night Cinemax, or you got actual
Niggas still
internet
watch Cinemax?
connections. I don't know. Maybe I'm showing my age.
You really
here,
showing
Lord.
your age. Fam, Netflix is the new Cinemax. All the soft porn is on Netflix. You don't have to watch Cinemax no more.
I didn't even know that.
Fam,
Dang, that's deep. That's deep. Oh, damn. I'm
you
getting
did tell
old.
your age.
I guess I
Because
did.
you ever think about it? You know, when you look at Netflix, it looked like porn, don't it? They ain't leaving out much to the imagination.
Man, for some of our young listeners, this thing is magazines. What is this nigga looking at? Is he looking at Sports Illustrated?
Fam,
Like, what do you mean?
The swim edition.
Like, I wonder if people still got like Playboy magazines laying around their house.
Nah, bro.
Dang,
We're not doing that no more.
dang, that's tough.
It's right there.
It's
on the
all
phone.
online now.
Yeah, you are talking about
that industry is dead.
BET late at night head ass.
Hot off the presses. Uncut
Tip
all
drill
of that.
head ass.
Yeah, that's just a different generation, man. I guess so. But yeah, now internet, everything is at your fingertips. So it's like you hear something about your friends in school and you go checking out the porn at the house. That's a lot of people's first experience of what sex is and what it can or even possibly should be.
I never thought about that, but continue.
Yeah, and porn is very misleading. For one, cum shots. It makes it seem like everybody likes cum shots. And some people in real life do like cum shots.
I got a confession.
Is this story time?
Story time.
Okay, I want to hear this, but let me just finish off before you get started. A lot of people don't like cum shots. Like if you watch porn,
I found that
for a
out the
lot of
hard
your
way.
years- exactly.
That's why,
porn is
but I gotta stop you
misleading.
because you said it. Like, we can't just skip past that
Uh-huh.
without.
I'm just saying, you bust on your first forehead, and you might get stolen.
I didn't even go that far. That's the crazy part.
Oh, you can just
Black
come in
girls,
somebody's
first off,
jaws.
black
Ooh.
girls are weird when it comes to sex. Like,
Yeah.
depending on what type of, like, okay, these
First of all,
days,
women, period, don't be really fucking with cum shots like that. Like
no,
I said, it's a small niche that
it really is.
And black
like,
women
most-
are even smaller.
Most
percentage.
women don't even like you to come on them at all.
Anywhere.
So, me, you know, it's been my college days. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, this is a perfect shot. You know, Shorty didn't, you know, this before Netflix and chill. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
me trying to be a gentleman because I'm a little bit traditional. I was like, yo,
You said this was in college?
this is in college.
So we got to set the scene. So this was 1982.
Look, you're not going. So anyway, this is back in like '05. That do sound like 1982.
These days.
Damn. But anyway, okay. So I hit Shorty up. We went to high school together. By the way, first off, I didn't know she had a crush on me in high school. I always thought she was cute, but I never knew she was on me like that, whatever. So anyway, we ran into each other, where we exchanged numbers, and I was like, "Let's hang out."
Ran into each other. All
let's go, see a movie. Go get some dinner after. Maybe we'll see where the night takes us. That's what I said. She was like, "No, let's just get some food and rent a movie."
Boom.
I'm like, damn. I'm looking at the text. I'm like, I already know what time it is before Netflix and chill, nigga. This was Family Video and chill.
Right. Blockbuster.
Exactly. The red box and shit like that. But
red box wasn't even out yet.
So basically, so I had my little, movies downloaded because I was a pirate king. And, we watched the movie or whatever. The movie halfway over. We cuddling. We do our thing. And at the end, I bust on Shorty ass.
Dang, just the cheeks?
Man, it felt great. It was the first time I ever did it. And I just thought that was acceptable. She was like, "Oh boy, you nasty.
Get the towel."
I was like,
and hurry up.
She was like, "What?" I'm like,
didn't know how to feel.
Well, that's kind of weird.
Felt violated.
But it did something to her. I changed her life. Because she was begging for it after. She wanted it more and more. And she wanted to hang out with me more after that. But I wouldn't give her the time. I wouldn't give her the time of the day because I was going through my fuckboy stages. I had got hurt. So I didn't want to get hurt no more. So I felt like she was getting attached. So I had to let the shit go. Anyway, but continue with
I'm just saying
the
that's
cum
tough.
shots. And
because you got to think about it from another perspective. Because, some people that definitely do like that, the freaks out there. But just think about some people might just feel like I said, violated just from having some cum on them, feel dirty or something.
That's the whole point.
Have you ever masturbated and when you were done, have you looked in the mirror? You just look shameful.
I'm not looking in the mirror, nigga. You know how quick I'm pressing them X's on the screen?
That same shame is probably how they feel, just defiled.
You don't understand how fast I clean up after I masturbate. I be going in strong too, like, I'm gonna get 2 nuts off. Watch. I get that first nut off, I be like, well, that's it. XX, clean up.
The next time you do, just take a second and look over in the mirror. You're just gonna look at yourself like, look at this.
I wish I would.
Look at this here.
That's some depressing ass shit. I'm
somebody
not looking.
Look, exactly. This is somebody looking.
Do you see any mirrors in here? Nah. Hell no. I ain't looking at it.
No reflection.
I ain't got time to reflect. Did I make it through? Yes. It's already hard enough during the times we're going. But back to what you're saying.
That's tough.
These younger kids, especially myself, when I watched porn, I really did expect it to go that way.
Yeah, and that's tough. Everybody like cum shots. Everybody just out here barebacking.
But I was smart enough not to bareback, in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, I had good sex education
in the beginning.
in school
I was smart enough
at home, so that was good.
Yeah, in the beginning, I was smart enough. I waited till I got a little bit older to start being dumb, which was still dumb. But in the beginning, I was super smart. Always wore a condom. Anyway, look.
If anything, that's one of the ones that actually gets across in our community. I feel like must be like even if that's the extent of sex education, it's like, I'm not taking care of no damn kids while you living in my house.
No, but niggas straight up say, pull out game strong.
Mm-hmm.
They be risking it all. They don't give a fuck.
But at least they got the education. It's not like they didn't know. They chose not to give a fuck.
True. But at the end of the day, what you're saying, though, is how it's misleading is you really expect some shit to happen every time, like you see on the porn. But like I was saying, the one thing I knew not to do was try to come on a girl's face.
Yeah.
I tried it one time and she ducked. She moved real fast, like, But I met one that let me.
Man.
Boy, was it a feast. It was a gorgeous day that day. It was phenomenal. I almost raised the American flag when she let me do it.
That's just a different experience.
It really is. But you definitely can't do that. You can't be just trying shit that you see in porn either. You can't even try some moves that's real basic, I think. on certain females.
Boy, I did it once
women,
in college
women,
where I thought it was gonna be okay, and boy, I almost got my butt. But man, that was hard. That was hard times,
bro.
Like, and niggas won't speak to you no more after that. They be like, "Nah, bro, don't hit me up. I hate you."
Damn.
Or they didn't say them words per se, but it's just like you could tell the standoffishness after that.
The worst
like,
I ever got was
was it.
The worst I ever got was, "What you doing?" Almost like that meme they got. "Why'd you try that today? We ain't never done that before." But no, the worst I've ever gotten was, "What you doing?" No, I don't do that. That's the worst I've ever gotten. But I've never got the "I hate you." That's crazy. What the fuck you trying to do?
No, they didn't actually say "I hated you," but they might as well.
I hate you, nigga.
It's just like, you get the text, the one word texts where it's pretty much like, I'm done with you. That all of that's dead.
Speaking of, wops and shit, because I'm not getting no more wops.
No more wops?
I'm just super dry. But look.
Dang. That
Shorty,
makes two of us.
I hit Shorty. Damn. Well, anyway, look.
No, I'm saying I got my one wop for life. That's it.
Oh, okay, good. But like, Shorty hit me up. And I was like, hey, she just kept bugging at me like to hang out. And I was like, all right, cool. We're going to hang out. So the one day I say, let's hang out. She like, deal. I'm like thinking like it's cool. So the day come to hang out, I text her. She didn't text back for 30 minutes. I was like, oh, yeah, that shit dead. Shit dead in the water. Oh, I completely forgot. Bitch. Am I bogus for saying that? Am I bogus for calling her bitch because she ain't want to hang out no more? Because she found some other dick, basically, that day.
Pretty much. I mean, just a little bit. But she was equally, if not more, bogus because... First of all, oh my God, send-offs are just terrible people. Because, first of all, I just like people that straight up. That's just one of my things. It's like, I would rather you had told me the truth. Like, hell, if you ain't even sorry, don't even apologize. Just be like, hey, you know what? I had some other stuff come up. Maybe another time. And if it ain't gonna be another time, don't even lie about that. And be like, nigga.
Well, maybe that was her way of saying that. She just was like,
yeah.
But the part that,
and don't be trying to sugarcoat it, like trying to act like you don't know what happened.
But that's the part that bothers me the most is she literally messaged me saying, let's hang out. Twice. When she see me doing some shit, she was like, I like doing that. And I was like, oh shit.
Well, that goes back to another conversation when we said, well, these days women are becoming more and more like men. Because when she sent out that "what you doing" text, she probably sent it to 2-3 other niggas.
Damn.
And you were probably nigga number
this
2.
Was specific though. She saw me at a water park that we attended. So she couldn't have sent that to other niggas.
I'm just saying, I've seen people do it. Fire up that Facebook and seeing like 3 people at the water park. Talk to all of them, having cool.
So we was on the same.
I done seen niggas get back home and just seeing 3 people they sent that day and 3 people they didn't.
I'm not gonna argue with you. You're probably right.
Let me eat that cat. Send it to 6 people inboxes. I didn't see it. Niggas a trip.
That's fucked up, man. That's all I can say, man. We living in a terrible time. I hope y'all still washing y'all hands out there, man, being safe.
All right, well, we having this relationship/sexual episode.
You know what I'm saying? Because, it's certain people you could trust yourself around. Like, I trust my mans here. I can't trust everybody. I don't hang out with everybody. Even if this shit wasn't even going on, I still probably wouldn't hang out with a lot of y'all.
Man, like I was saying, like this had a lot of good stuff happen because even before COVID-19, you'd be surprised what I seen a bunch of niggas do at the buffet. I feel like that was a left turn, but
damn.
Yeah.
The one thing
I seen people put up sandwiches with their hands and set them back down.
Wow.
And niggas wonder where coronavirus came from.
2020 is really standing for 2020. We're seeing everything clearly. How the fuck people really are, bro. Yeah. Really are. We're finding out people are nasty as fuck. People are racist as fuck. People don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. People love fuckery.
All of it. Our politicians don't give a damn about us.
I forget what movie I seen it on, but this guy was like, yeah, we're all going to be chicks one day. It was in a movie I saw. I don't know what movie this was, but he was like, yeah, one day we're all going to be chicks.
As far as we all gonna get fucked? What's the analogy?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that all the time. I mean, look at the text Shorty sent me. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, I forgot.
How many times men sent that out to women? Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to pretty much be the same scenario.
I mean, I'm just saying,
the time I seen dudes do that, they done got up with who they really wanted to get up with.
See? Exactly. I was a last call in case shit didn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had it happen on a few occasions. Mother's like, yeah, when I get off at 10, I'm coming to your spot. It's 11:30. I'm like, yo, I ain't heard from you. Oh, well, Jabari and them had some ecstasy, so I'll holler at you now.
See, that's the selfish part I don't get. Like, yeah, when I was a fuckboy, I never did that. I always kept it real. Like, yo, listen. I remember this one girl I told her straight up in the car, I said, look, I found somebody. And I think I'm trying to love this girl, so me and you can't talk no more.
So was this part of that 10-year time span?
This one, it was ending, yeah.
Mm. But you know what? I wouldn't categorize that as a fuckboy. I feel like that honesty can be appreciated by people. If I was on the other end of that, I would appreciate that.
Maybe she did. I don't know. To this day, I know she still went to try to talk to me, but she did not argue with me. She did not fight with me.
I mean, because what you gonna say? Like, that's with a situation that was going on with my girl recently. One of her bridesmaids dropped out because of XYZ. And she like, I can't be a part of your wedding no more. And then it's like, you know, should you argue all the stuff I did for you? Or, you know, why you dirty for what you doing? Like, what's the point? At the end of the day, no matter what you say, this is still gonna be that. So what's the point? You just gonna be wasting your breath. Like, you gonna go off, tell niggas how they dirty, blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the day, they still gonna be like, yeah, I mean, I hear you, but I still can't do it. And that's it. And I feel like that's something that comes with maturity, being able to understand that. Like I said, I don't even argue with motherfuckers no more.
You can't argue with people these days. People gonna be who they are. And the most important thing is when they show you who they are, accept them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't want to accept who they are.
You got to adjust how you deal with people from there.
That's it.
Yeah, because when somebody show their true colors, like I got people that, you know, everybody know they got this 10K stuff going on. I didn't mugs charging. I know people charging as little as $2,000 because it ain't too many people charging less than that to people charging half. Like, oh, you want me to get you that 10K? You don't know how to do it. I need half of it. I need 5. So some people I did it for, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't even gonna charge you because I mess with you. Just give me something nice.
That you allegedly did it for.
All right, that I allegedly
help them
prepared this paperwork.
Help them get their business back together.
Yeah, you know, help them get their business stuff going on. You know, I'm just trying to lend a helping hand. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, because you know, people, you know, that just don't know how to, you know, properly put in their numbers and stuff. Just like everybody don't do their own taxes.
True,
right. You know, they need somebody to help prepare their taxes. Yeah, I'm assisting them.
I appreciate that.
And other people are charging a nominal fee. But I'm like,
damn.
Well, since, you know, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to charge just because I like to help. Like you said, that good Samaritan. I'm like, but you know what you can do just out of appreciation? You can, you know, give me something nice for my wedding or something like that.
There you go.
And then some of these people in question, you know, go on the registry and get the cheapest gift they can find.
God damn.
Get the $20 thing.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm like, wow, I could have charged you 2 bands. And you go on and get the $20.
Bro, that's how people be, though, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And from that point, it's like either I'm going to be done with you or like I'm still going to love you, but I'm just going to adjust how I deal with you.
Yeah.
And that's essentially part of being an adult.
You know, you can't extend your hand out too far no more. You know, look at put it, you know what I'm saying?
And like, you shouldn't let situations like that just completely like just change you or overcast the person that you try to be. But, you know, you just know how to move forward with specific people from there. Because I give everybody a chance, but everybody also just gets one chance. Unless it's something minor, you know, maybe I consider a second chance or something like that. But most of the time, people get one chance. You get one chance to show me who you really are, and then our relationship is going to be adjusted moving forward.
Very true.
Best believe anything moving forward, I'm hopefully we don't come into a situation like this again in our lifetime. But if we do, and you ask me for anything, you ask me for help doing XYZ, you getting charged top dollar off top.
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
Off top.
Hey.
And that just is what it is. But that also don't mean I'm going to do everybody like that.
Listen, for anybody out there that's looking for a bae, I'm ready. I can get a haircut. I can dress nice. Willing. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. Holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm just saying that because this Vegas trip is coming up. And,
said if you going to put a bid in.
If I ain't booed up by then, I'm acting a goddamn fool.
He said if you going to put a bid in, now is the time.
It is. Do we have one head in the church today? Anyone want to get saved?
Because come on down.
I'm acting the ass. Let me tell you, I am prepared for this. I just told my mama earlier today. See, that's why I know I need to get out the house. I told my mama I might throw $100 on a stripper. She didn't know how to come back and say nothing. She just looked at me.
Just gave you that look like, well, all right.
she ain't know how to respond. But I'm just saying, though, you know, it is what it is. Any closing remarks for the deacon today?
Not closing
Deacon
remarks.
Juju.
So all I want to say is I am looking forward as well. Like, yeah, y'all already know how I kicked off the podcast. I said it is 54 days remaining. I'm counting them down. I'm ready. I'm ready, boy.
We ready.
Man.
We ready.
Hey, you know, for everybody who listened through the end, you know, we appreciate y'all for being here. Especially the women. You know, y'all sticking around through this highly sexualized episode today.
Yeah.
But I think it was a good one. You know, y'all enjoyed definitely some good commentary.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We showed our ass a little bit, but you know.
We definitely appreciate y'all for listening to Boys the Bruh podcast. You can find us on all social media sites. BOYSTOBRUH. Almost forgot how to spell this shit. But Boys the Bruh podcast. We really appreciate y'all. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. We are a audio first platform. YouTube is very limited, but definitely like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, let us know how you feel about this recording we putting together for this episode.
Definitely
need that feedback.
Reach out during this pandemic. You know, let us know how you feel. We all know everybody's mental state right now is crazy. There are definitely a lot of hotlines that you can call to help out. You know, get some help. You know, there's even online places where you could text if you can't talk.
Yeah.
You need to feel safe. We all need to feel safe because I definitely need to feel safer. And I'm getting tired of this damn self-love because it ain't working out.
Man, so I've been loving myself for a long time.
Too much self-loving.
Tired of this nigga.
Bruh. Appreciate you. Boys the Bruh podcast. Hit us up.